Iniba, and you are watching Halo Halo, America's top entertainment and lifestyle show for Asian Pacific Americans. Joining me in the studio today is one of the first all-female Asian American bands in the U.S. They formed back in 2008, and they hail from right here in Southern California. LA Weekly has named them the sexiest and glitziest bands. And meet Nylon King.
Feel me pulsing to the beat. You can be my vital sign. Relapse into a flat line.
Okay, so before we get started, I want you guys to introduce yourselves. So we'll start to my right.
I'm Kat, and I play bass.
I'm Kyla on vocals.
I'm Kiki, and I play guitar.
I'm Jamie, and I play the drums.
Welcome, ladies. Now, you guys formed back in 2008. How did you all meet and get together?
Well, me and Kat actually originally met. We were dating the same guy, but we didn't know.
Oh, no. I love this story. It's very juicy. Okay, tell me more.
So he, was lying to both of us, so we hated each other because he was telling us stories. But then we later realized that he was bad and ended things with him. And later on, we have a lot of mutual friends, so we realized that we had a lot in common, and neither of us was trying to do anything to each other. We were both kind of innocent victims. So then we kind of created a jewelry line out of that and out of the music, because we decided to start a band together because we both grew up listening to rock.
Ah, and then how did Kiki, I'm so sorry, Jamie and Kiki get part of Nylon Pink, become a part of Nylon Pink?
So Kiki was one of our first models for the jewelry line. So we hired her as a model, and then I looked at her profile and it said, I've been playing metal guitar since I was like a little kid.
Multi-talented you guys are.
So we had her come and play, and she was amazing. So.
Nice. And then Jamie became a part of it. How?
Well, basically, I'm really good at stalking people on social media.
Aren't we all? That's why social media was created,
I know, right? That's what it's for. It's perfect. I mean, you guys all know you do too. But basically, I had an ex-boyfriend at the time who was playing a show. So I was like, scoping the lineup to see who was playing. And I see this little name called Jamie Scoles. And I was like, maybe it's like a Hispanic girl drummer or something. It was like a drummer featured by herself. So we went to go check out the show. Ends up she's a little tiny, 17-year-old, awesome drummer. She's killing. And so we were all scared to come up to her and say, hey, join the band. But eventually we did. We probably scared her a little bit.
I know, you seem a little more shy. What was that like when they came up to you?
Well, it was kind of weird because they were kind of just staring. They were just standing there and staring. And I'm just kind of like, okay. They're just staring. And then finally, maybe 15, 20 minutes later, after staring so much, they came up like, hey, you went to this school and you do this and this and this. I'm like, do I know you? I'm like, how do you know all that about me? She knew what school I went to and everything. And then she's like, oh, well, we're in this band and we want you to come and audition and stuff. I'm like, okay.
That's pretty neat. Now, do you guys all listen to rock music, punk band? Because I hear you guys are described as Hello Kitty on acid. Who are some of your musical influences?
I listen to a lot of metal. I grew up listening to metal. I know, but they'll call me out and say I listen to Christina. Yeah. No, but yeah, I listen to a lot of metal. That's how my guitar at least influences come from that.
I grew up listening to a lot of Blink-182, so pop rock kind of music.
Cool.
I also like classic rock, and that's what made me want to do music as a career. So.
Now, Kyla, you were just mentioning earlier before we got started that you actually did a Asia tour and went to Japan, but what were some of the other places you went to?
We were also in Macau and Indonesia, which was really exciting because we've got to go to all these places none of us have ever been to before together. So it was an amazing experience.
Kat, tell me what your most amazing experience was during that tour.
Oh, God, we had so many interesting experiences.
Well, she left with a boyfriend.
Ooh, found a man.
Like a real boyfriend, not a vacation boyfriend, a real boyfriend.
Secrets are coming out.
Yeah, well, we were playing, and then I saw this guy in the audience, and then I was like, oh, he's kind of cute, but you know, you don't really think of it. And then afterwards, we came out to like get a drink or something, and then we just hung out the whole time. And it was so weird.
Sparks flew.
Yeah. And then like but yeah, actually he moved back to the U.S., but yeah, he was kind of far for a while.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, he's not my boyfriend anymore.
Well, time for another world tour then.
Exactly.
Now, let's talk about this single that you guys became a part of for TKO is the single, but you're a part of a manga anime show.
Yeah, we do. We take part in a lot of anime conventions, so we like to hit up a bunch of those. We actually just played Sacramento. We played Austin, Texas. We played Phoenix. I think Phoenix, was it? Phoenix, Arizona. We did a couple of other places too. We just love the anime scene, the crowd, like the outfits. You know, it's really, really fun to hit up those places.
How did your theme song become a part of that Samurai Aiko? I hope I'm saying that right. That's coming up in February.
Well, the producer, or I guess designer, creator, just was a real fan of our music, and he's been kind of following us for a while, and he's super awesome, and he just really loved that song, and he thought it was a really good fit for the manga, so we were really excited to provide that for him and kind of team up.
Yes, and for more information on you guys and your music, where can we go?
Facebook is good. Facebook, Nylon Pink Official on YouTube. And we're on Instagram. Everything. Just
Yes,
Nylon
all
Pink,
social
Nylon
media.
Pink.
We can stalk you guys on social media. Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
The next time you guys come, I want you guys to perform too. Yeah. Okay, cool. Time for a quick break, but we have more Halo Halo news when we return.